Yuki and John, patriarch. You know that song, Here Comes the Bride?
No.
You don't know that song, Here Comes the Bride?
Who sung that?
I don't know who sang. I think Vivaldi or somebody.
Oh.
You know, it's like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the words, I think, are Here comes the bride, all dressed in white.
You know why? I never know the lyrics. I mean, it's always...
You never knew the lyrics?
No, it's always...
Maybe somebody added those lyrics.
Oh.
Wait, let's see. We can look it up and see. Because Here Comes the Bride, maybe that's not even the name of the original song. I know it's some classical guy did it, right? So let's see what Here Comes the Bride comes up. But today, Yuki, we're talking about... Weddings. Okay. Now, you know, you said, how are we going to talk about this? Well, you've been to weddings before, right?
Yeah, I've been to wedding.
How many weddings do you say you've been to in a ballpark in your whole life?
Ballpark 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5.
That's it?
Yeah.
In your whole life, you've only been to 5 weddings?
Yeah, and then never been to my own wedding. So.
No. You're a bachelor.
I'm bachelor, yeah.
Here.
And then the 5 wedding, and then 2 are same guy.
two. So he got divorced and married again.
Right.
Oh my God.
I was so pissed, and I said, I'm not gonna give you another gift. You know, I already gave it to you, and then you divorced, and then another one. No.
I've been to like 50 weddings. So many.
50?
So many. I mean, I've been to so many weddings that I can't even count.
Okay, wait a minute. You went to 50, and then all 50 couples still married?
That's a good question. Yeah, most of for sure, all my friends and stuff. There's only one that I recall ended in divorce.
Oh.
The rest are all still together.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's pretty good for United States.
That's right. It is pretty good for the United States.
See, because I had 5 weddings, right?
Yeah.
2 are same guy, right?
So you only been to 4
and then,
weddings.
And then 1 is my sister, and then she divorced. So only 2 couples out of 5 stayed together.
Wow. So I guess if Yuki's at your wedding, it's bad luck.
That's right.
You really,
but I got 2 garter belt.
You caught the garter belt?
2 of them, but didn't work because I still
didn't get married.
Right.
But so you get the garter belt. That means that you're supposed to find a woman at the place and put it on, or you're supposed to put it on your date or something.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I mean,
I never wanted to like. I didn't really care like throwing the thing and catching the thing. I didn't want to be a part of that because then everybody's looking at you, expecting you to, do something about it. I don't want to do anything. I just want to go to a wedding, have a lot of food, a lot of drinks, dance my balls off, leave, and say congratulations.
I have about the experience in a friend of mine. She's being engaged. We're working somewhere, and then, all the movie crew staying under, one hotels. And, whatever happens in this location stays in this location, right? And then she was a good friend of mine. And then one morning, early call, 5 o'clock. And then I went there. And then we're supposed to, drive together to the location. And she was at the apartment, and this guy, Grip, came out from her room at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I said, shit, because I knew a couple of days before, she told me, Yuki, I want him.
Oh, so she got it.
She got it. But she's being all engaged, and then...
Oh, she was engaged.
So to this day, they still married. She not this guy, but she was engaged and she married.
She married it, so you know the secret.
I know the secret, and to this day, I can't see his face. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I don't want to tell him, but it's so weird. So it's I know she was cheating on him, but they're happily married. So that's disgusting.
So some people would say that before the vows, that's when you get it out of your system. That's what most bachelor parties, I believe, are for, right? You go, and then you go.
Is that okay? I mean,
I don't know if it's okay. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it.
Okay,
Personally,
if they're not engaged, maybe okay, you know. Just
so you think boyfriend, girlfriend, it's okay to cheat? Engagement means don't cheat.
Yeah, it's almost like a married, you know.
Yeah, but you're not married yet, so before it, you got to get it out of your system. What if you never had the experience that you ever wanted to have?
So she thought, oh, gee, if I don't sleep with this guy, I never sleep with any other person. Rest of my life, only one guy. He thought that way?
Yes.
So,
I mean, sometimes you want to just like, okay, let me get one last hard body in before I'm committed to this relationship forever until, not even till death do you part. Jesus, that's a long time sometimes.
yeah, but I understand that maybe, you know, of course, you know, you could like somebody else, you know, you don't have to like only one person,
Yeah.
you know, whole entire your life, you know, you could do like, or maybe sometimes you can like more than one person at the same time.
Yeah.
But
They call that polygamy.
really?
Polygamy.
If she was caught in that moment, maybe, but to me, I thought that she planned the whole thing because while she was telling me, Yuki, I want him.
Because she wanted you to watch. She wanted you in the room. You should have been in the cuck chair. You know what a cuck chair is? You could have been in the cuck chair.
But the other thing is, so that day, he came out from her room and then, you know, he saw me. He was embarrassed, and then probably he told her later there, gee, when I came out your room, I saw Yuki. And then next day, same thing, 5 o'clock, I went to there because we were supposed to... Again? But no, not to him.
Another guy?
No.
Girl?
This is what she did. I said, hey, you know, let's go. And then she let me in her room. So that's like she's covering up because day before he came out. So next day she let me in.
Right.
See, that's what she did.
He was a grip. He was gripping more than the camera equipment. And gripping more than a C stand. He was a V stand. He was gripping electric.
Why she let me in her room?
Because she wanted you in the cuck chair, Yuki. She wanted you to sit in the... You know, some hotels have those beautiful cuck chairs. Like, you're the guy in the corner watching all the shit, and she's looking at you going, hey, you like it?
I think she tried to cover it up. Like, if she let me in next day...
Like,
to make
he's not here.
Oh, he was just there. Not to spend the night.
Oh.
That's why she let me in, I think.
See.
That's
that's sad. I mean, I wouldn't want to be cheated on. But if you know, say Liz Shack, right? She's our producer, but also my beloved.
Right.
If she came up to me and said, "Man, there's this guy that I really got to get it out of my system," you know, I'd think about it for a minute.
Think of what? You let her sleep with somebody
I say,
else?
if you sleep with one, I get to sleep with 10.
Oh, give and take?
Yeah, because it's not equal, you know. Like, guys are disgusting, and in my opinion, I used to work at an all a locker room with just naked guys everywhere.
Right.
And I just never wanted to suck their dicks, but I did want to fuck their wives. So 10. I get 10 to 1. That's the ratio.
So if she said that,
Yeah.
you let her sleep one guy, then
I get 10.
You get 10?
Yeah.
And that's okay?
Yeah, because usually it's like, you know, it's just not, because guys, like, they shoot the loads and all that. Women don't do that. Women are clean, you know.
Oh, that's nice, but that's before getting married, right? What after you married and then
Swingers? You never heard of the swingers party?
Yeah, there was a movie called The Swingers.
Yeah, well, but that was like swing dancing and stupidity. No, swingers when you're a couple, right, a married couple, you could go to swingers parties where you like let your wife go and have sex with these people, and you go have sex with the other people, and then you come back together and all have sex together.
Is that the old used to say like a swapping?
Yes, wife swap or husband swap or whatever
Right.
you're swapping. Yeah.
So would you do it?
Nah, not really. I don't like I don't want to be watching some dude thrust on my woman. I want to be the thruster. I want to have 7, 8 women.
Same time.
Yeah, I want to be like the pharaoh, where they're feeding you like the Greek orgy, Greco-Roman orgies, where
Right.
they're feeding me grapes, and I'm just like, thou must eat the vagina now. And then they do like the vagina eating. That's me. That's me personally. I mean,
Right,
other people
right.
might like to watch their wife get plowed by
I had those athletes, those baseball player, basketball, those groupies, and then they have like 6, 7, 8 girls at the night.
Sign me up. I get to do 10. I'll give Liz gets 1, I get 10. None of this is true. I would never. I can't. I just, I have like a big guilt complex whenever I do something that's really wrong. That's why I try to tell the truth and do the right thing most of the time, because my guilt like wins out usually. So if I'm gonna cheat, I gotta ask for permission,
But why,
and usually that's a no.
Okay, well, but why people do affairs? Then?
Because something exciting and spicy
Exciting?
and new, right? It's spicy. It's new. It's not the same old D.
But if you spice up things, the relationship, couldn't you be something else? Or
What do you mean, like costumes?
could be costume play or some explore
Wigs?
wigs too,
Outfits.
or different like if you like normal sex, you can try anal sex or
Oh, shit,
So-
Yuki, Jesus Christ, you want to, oh my God.
no, I'm just saying as an example when things spice up. That's I just saying as a choice.
There's other, there's
Right.
other undiscovered countries.
Right. So, or
Poppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Viagra. You know what would be fun? Take Viagra and ecstasy at the same time. And just
Oh my God,
fucking, you end up fucking the hole in the wall. It would just do anything. That's crazy, right?
I know.
You wouldn't do that?
I don't know. I might maybe too old. I mean, I might get a heart attack or stroke there. I mean,
Yeah, you would. I mean, it's already, I'm already just thinking about it. I got a headache.
I was working this camera assistant. He was a young kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he likes girls and always come. He told me like, "Hey Yuki, I can masturbate by looking at your face." I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He goes, "Yuki, I'm a teenager. I can masturbate with anything." Like,
Oh, so he's saying that he's so horny that he could just...
right?
Oh, my God.
He's so horny. He can do anything, even by looking at my face.
Oh, my God. That is...
But I was laughing, but I thought, I kind of remember when I was a teenager.
Oh, my God. 7 times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. There was one time I stayed home. I pretended I was sick just so I could masturbate like 7 times in a row.
7 times a day?
Yeah. I mean, not every day, but
Right. I mean,
3, 4. But then one day I was like, I got to get to 7 in one day, and I did it.
Why 7 times?
Just because I never did it before. I never got to 7. And then I got to 7. I was just taking advantage of myself.
How long is the time in between?
It was probably like an 8-hour shift.
So once every 1 hour?
Sure. Yeah. Every hour, then take an hour, but I had like a VHS tape and I was, 7 times in one day.
How about the amount? It came out same amount?
Oh, it got smaller and smaller
Smaller,
until the
right?
last one was like a fucking molecule came out of my cock. It's like one molecule of semen.
So, of course, there's no more, right?
Nothing left in the
Nothing
balls.
left.
My balls that day were like, please leave us alone. Give us a week.
Well, how old were you? Like a teenager?
Teenager, probably 13, 14, 15,
Oh,
somewhere in that range. I mean, it's disgusting, but we're disgusting human
but
animals.
look, everybody has done that. Like,
Everybody's done it.
Yeah.
This is what I don't understand about people. Is like, oh, I never did that. You fucking did it. You were fucking the couch. You were fucking the floor.
Right.
People fucked everything.
Right.
And then they tried to, people are just rubbing their genitals all over everything. That's what this earth is made for, is to rub your genitals on.
Okay. Now, guy probably, what do you think? Female, they do too? Or?
Of course. Females, that's why they go horseback riding all the time, because it's bumpy. I mean, I'm not to say bestiality, but it's, there's a reason.
Well, usually guy, 10 out of 10 guys would do it.
Of course.
But you think 10
Yes.
out
Why do you
of
think
10
women
girls?
love the best kind of washing machine, so that they can sit on top of it and vibrate when nobody's home? That's what the washing machine industry is based on, masturbation. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the spin cycle.
Really?
Yeah, you spin it and you sit on it, and the girls go, and then you go, oh.
Okay, now, every guy has a vibrator?
Every girl?
Yeah.
I don't know every girl, but I'm sure. Let's say more women have vibrators than let on. Some of them want to keep it a secret, but I would say most. I would hope if I was a woman, I would have an arsenal of toys. I would just be shoving things inside of myself 24/7. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to go to a vegetable aisle without looking at the cucumbers sideways. I would be fucking everything. I would be putting, those massagers, those little egg massagers. I would have one in my pants all the time. You wouldn't?
Well, I mean, if I were, I don't know. I mean, that's always a mystery to me. Okay, some girls are sexually very active.
Yeah.
I can see them that,
Yeah.
I never see them in front of me or anything. But I mean, when you talk, you are close enough, they're very open about the sex.
Yeah.
And then, very active about the sex. And then so I can see that. But some of them are really pristine, like a nice, nice girl from the...
But you don't think that those nice ones behind closed doors want to, they go nuts. They want to soak. They want the cuck chair. Oh, man. Some of the most straight-laced people, I think, are the ones who are the freakiest behind closed doors. They have sex swings. They're doing it all.
Really?
I think so. Or at least I like to think so.
You like to think... Well, say, I'm opposite to... I like to think so, but I don't want to think so. You see, I mean, that's because...
Look, we're humans, and we are made to fuck. That's the whole thing. We're supposed to be just shoving things and rubbing things and licking and sticking. And that's how we keep it going. That's how we keep shit going. So if we didn't have the sex drive, the fucker, we'd die out.
Yeah, huh?
This is an interesting episode about weddings, because we haven't talked about weddings at all. Well, so I have this pulled up here.
Yes.
And when I said, here comes the bride, here's called The Bridal Chorus from 1850 from an opera called Lohengrin by German composer Richard Wagner, who also wrote the libretto. Is a march played for the bride's entrance at many formal weddings throughout the Western world. In English-speaking countries, it's generally known as Here Comes the Bride or the Wedding March. So here comes the bride, all dressed in white. White. They wear white at the wedding.
Because they're pure?
Pure, then,
But I mean, not every girl isn't a virgin, right?
Hell no. They should be wearing red and brown.
So that part is it's not really truth then.
Born again virgins, because before, it's it's like you forget about it. You just sweep it under the rug. It's like, okay, yeah, I had 7 cocks in me over the past 3 weeks, but we're married now, so I'm white again. I'm a pure virginal white.
Okay, now... When I was a kid, it's always you're supposed to be virgin to get married, right?
That's what they said.
Right. Since when? That's not really... It's almost impossible to find a virgin.
Of course. I mean, everybody's lying. Anybody that... Well, not everybody, but a lot of people who say that they were virgins when they got married and shit, it's just fucking lying.
Right?
They're just lying to you. They're lying to themselves. People stick things inside. and it's just a part of life. I mean, it's just the way it is. People should be careful, safe sex, all that shit.
Right.
But it just happens. So just do it and be safe and, rub and suck and fuck. And then get married, too. You can still devote your life to somebody if you've had all your holes filled. It's still fine.
So, well, not necessarily, sleep with somebody losing virginity by having sex. But is that count? Like, for example, like an athlete, many female athlete.
What about them?
I mean, the what's called first time
losing your virginity.
Yeah, losing.
Yeah.
But you never had a sex. But if many athlete, she lose what's called. Purity or
I don't know what you're saying. Like, many female athletes lose their virginity,
but not by having sex because they're athlete. They active in.
You're talking about the hymen.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a whole other thing. That we should just do a whole episode on the hymen maneuver. When somebody's choking, you gotta get the thing out of their throat. The hymen maneuver. But okay, the hymen, that's a whole other subject. The hymen can break, as far as I know, without sexual activity. Right. Sometimes it just does it because activity, like you're saying. Yeah. Is that
the count? Let's say you lost it by having sex. You lost it by any accident.
I think that's a technicality, to be honest. I don't know if the hymen really matters in the because if you break your hymen, say, while you're doing gymnastics by accident, right. You didn't fuck. That's not fucking. That's just whatever. So you're still a virgin until you get something inside you, or somebody tongues it, or licks, and some woman puts it. There's a lot of ways you could lose your virginity that we don't have to go into here, but I don't think that if a hymen breaks by accident, that means that you're not a virgin.
Not the pure.
Yeah, it's. I think that's just like a technicality.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But then okay, you sleep around.
Yeah.
And then finally,
you're not a virgin. Yeah.
Right. Then finally you find the guy.
Yeah.
You marry. She's still wearing white dress.
That's right, because it's a reborn. You're being reborn into the virgin society. Why? It's just a ceremony. I mean, it's like it's a living metaphor of what it represents. Is the giving yourself over to somebody, and it's all about the pomp and the circumstance. But why not the white kimono?
Why not the red dress?
Tradition, I guess. I mean, it's just the way that it came throughout the years. But I think that there's people who get married who aren't in
orange or blue. Or it could be any color, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not black because it looks like a funeral. But
right, you don't want to look like a funeral.
Right, but
I'm sure that plenty of people got married in different colors other than white. Some people who are non-traditional, but yeah, I think the tradition just came down that that's the white ceremony.
Right.
Usually brides look beautiful in their nice flowing gowns, and
right.
So I think that's just a tradition. I don't think it really matters. I don't know. None of it matters. So when did you ever go to a destination wedding?
No, what's that?
When somebody gets married outside of where they live. So say, for instance, I went to a wedding in the Cayman Islands. I had to leave the United States to go to this wedding. It was amazing. It was a great time. So we all went to a resort. They got married on the beach. It was fun.
I went to Hawaii. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts. That's a destination wedding. Yeah, so they, if say you all lived in L.A., but they flew to Hawaii to get married. To Hawaii,
yeah,
that's a destination wedding.
Oh, okay.
How was that? Was that fun?
That was fun, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go to Hawaii. I would love to go to Hawaii.
You never been to Hawaii?
Never.
Oh my God! You have to go.
I know. I want to see the volcanoes and the birds and the black beaches. They have the black sand beaches over there, right?
It's not that it's Spirit Air. Then cheap probably. Maybe we should go one weekend. Go Hawaii.
A weekend from here? It takes 10 hours to get to Hawaii.
No, come on. It's only 10 hours.
Probably
5 hours
it's 5
from
to
Los
LA.
Angeles, right?
Yeah, so 10 hours because it's 5 to LA, 5 to Hawaii.
Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Fuck that! I ain't going to Hawaii. No way. I'll take a boat. I'd rather take like a long cruise to Hawaii.
Let's take a cruise trip then.
I would like to take a cruise trip. You know, you could get cruise trips from New York to Florida and back, and that's like a 2-day trip or something.
How about the Caribbean?
Yeah, we'll go to the Caribbean islands, we'll go watch people get married and come back.
I mean, I heard it's not that expensive.
Some of them aren't that expensive. But you test in the waters, maybe it's garbage.
But I mean, you know those old buffet.
Oh, yeah.
Buffet?
Well, okay, so with weddings,
yeah,
the food is usually amazing, right?
Right.
You get the cocktail hour where you get the drinks and the appetizers, and then you sit down and you get like a big meal, and they give you the steak or the fish or the chicken or the blah, 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 blah.
But those are depend on the budget, right?
Some
cheap wedding, you know. It's
some people can't afford it, you know. Some people can't afford a big, expensive wedding. Because weddings, you know how expensive some weddings are?
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers spend 6 figures on their weddings.
Well, maybe it's... okay, so you just do wedding is only, you know, close relative and family at the church.
Yeah.
Then... The reception is separate,
right.
So that would be cheaper probably instead of doing whole thing in one big expensive plaza hotel.
Maybe. You know, it's hard because if I think about when I get married, there's going to be so many people I have to invite who I haven't even spoken to in a lot of years just because I went to their wedding or because they were friends of an associate who went to the same work that I went to. And I think that after a while, you just meet all these people in your life that you're going to offend somebody by accidentally not inviting them to your wedding. By no fault of your own, it's just like accidents.
Okay, so when you're getting married, you invite only relative and the family or people from the work?
Some work people. I mean, come on, there's a lot of people that I know who I still keep in touch with, and you got to invite. And then I'm sure my mother has a list of people. I'm sure my father's going to invite the guy from the bagel shop. Like, it's just like there's going to be so many people.
So there's the people you don't even know then.
Oh, there's going to be many people I don't even know.
So it's going to be, what, 300 people?
Probably. Yeah, and who knows? Liz knows a shitload of people. It's going to be like a fucking 500 people.
That would be expensive.
I know it would be expensive. That's why, you know, if and when we do get married, I just say we just fucking do it in the living room.
Yeah, I rather do, you know, invite the priest, then do wedding in living room, then spend the money, reception with, you know, close friend, then spend a lot of money for honeymoon.
Yeah, see, that's what I want. Fuck the reception. I mean, the reception would be fun, and people would get a lot of laughs, and we would have good music. You know, actually good music.
Potluck.
Have a potluck wedding.
Yeah.
Bring your own booze. Bring your own food.
Yeah.
That's fun, but people would hate you for it because then they won't give you gifts and shit. The part of the thing,
right? But the thing is, you don't want to gift something you don't want.
Yeah, I do. I want all. Give me every toaster you got. Give me every cream frother for the milk for the. Give me all your appliances. I want them all. I want because even if I don't keep them, I'll sell them.
But, what if you invited 500 people, then you get more than one toaster?
Give it to me. I want it. I want 7 toasters, and because each toaster is different. There's some hot dog toasters. There's a French toast toasters. There's toast. You can make so much toast. Give me all your appliances. I want
how about
6 blenders.
No gift.
Just money?
Well, yeah, that would be nicer. No,
that would be nicer because then you could pay for the honeymoon with the money that you get from the wedding. I would like to go to, some Europe. I would love to go to Japan. Who knows where the honeymoon...
Well, we're going to Japan like the year 2025.
I hope so, yeah.
January
2025. We're going to try and make it to
save
Japan.
The money, yeah. And then hopefully work related and then
networking. Oh my God, that would be man. So with weddings, I went to a lot of weddings. I mean, really, I did. And I really liked all of them. I really didn't have a bad time at any wedding. It's always really fun. People are really in good spirits. There's not a lot of I never really saw any fights or anything.
So if that you went that many, that means you went to bachelor party as many as wedding.
That's a whole other ball game. Yeah, I went to some bachelor parties and they were
because we don't have a bachelor party custom in Japan. No.
Oh.
So when I was here, God, I thought that was, oh my God, what the
yeah, what the fuck is going on? This is bedlam, debauchery. Yeah, no, this one, the best, there was a few great bachelor parties I went to. I mean, seriously. But a couple of the best ones, there was one we went, all of our friends went down to New Orleans for the weekend and stayed on Bourbon Street. Great.
New Orleans?
Yeah. Great fucking time. I mean, great. There were blow-up dolls. There was all kinds of shit that we were doing. And it was like, in New Orleans, nobody cares. They like laugh. They think it's fun. And all the other people around us are having the same kind of debaucherous, idiotic, ridiculous, drunken, fun time. So it was just the perfect place.
Now, is bachelor parties for the guy? Not for...
Bachelorette is the girl. Bachelor is the guy.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know what goes on at bachelorette parties. I'm sure they're just as crazy.
They could do it, though, right? They don't tell you.
No, they still do it. No, they tell. No, this isn't the 18th century where we had to keep it the secret. Everybody's nowadays. If you're doing it, you're doing it. Nobody's lying to each other. I don't think. I hope they wouldn't. Starting on a bad note.
I thought the bachelor party for the guy, baby shower is for the girl.
No. Nowadays they get the baby shower, the Jack and Jill. I hate this idea. The Jack and Jill baby shower where it's like
what
guys.
The Jack and Jill baby?
So a baby shower is, you give the woman the gifts when she's pregnant. It used to be that the women did that.
Right. We're not
to be too traditional, but now they're having the Jack and Jill where it's guys and girls are invited. Why? I don't want to go. I don't even want to leave my house on a regular day to go shopping. And now you're bringing me to a fucking baby shower? Unless there's a lot of booze and good food, I don't want to go to that shit. No offense, none taken. I mean, God bless you. I'll send a card. But I don't want to go. No. I don't want to leave the house anymore. I'm done. I've left the house enough times in my life. Just let me sit in the room and live vicariously through my television.
I went to two bachelor party the next. They're supposed to be just strippers and, show up. And, and then, the beginning only topless, right?
Yeah.
And there's always bouncers. And then the more we drink and then the more time pass and then escalate. And then towards the end, they're not topless anymore.
Oh, they're more naked than naked. They are,
right? And then the beginning there's always okay. The price is this much,
right?
And then we can do those only this sad. Oh my God! Once we drink and drunk,
price
rule changes, right?
Change the rules.
Then bouncers start explaining, okay, if you guys, pay more, this much. And then, this is always, okay, this is the start, 20, then everybody putting money, $20 becoming 200, 500.
Yep.
And then that was... I thought just the topless became, and then towards the end, we're putting...
Seeing the uterus,
then we're putting... I still remember that silver metal...
dildo?
Yeah, and then
my God!
I say, holy shit, this is the bachelor party.
That's a bachelor party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. I don't know, like my bachelor party, if this is... We'll see. But what I want is the greatest lesbian show on earth. I want it to be like a circus, but like just lesbians everywhere. I mean, I want to not even invite my friends and just have a whole gaggle of like people, women hanging from the ceiling and strap-ons. And they're just going nuts on each other. And I just watch and I say, this is the greatest night of my life until my wedding night. Lesbian circus. That's what I want.
That would be nice.
I know. It would be fucking amazing. They will even bring out that like sphere with the motorcycles. They'll be naked and they'll be doing that in the they'll be slapping each other's titties. Oh my God. Oh man, that's my bachelor party. So weddings. Let's see anything else about weddings. There was a few weddings where they had the ice luge. You ever try that with they pour the tequila down or the whiskey or something, and you take a shot through the ice?
No.
They had that at one wedding that I went to. Yeah, lots of crazy shit. Chocolate fountains. You ever go to one of those? Where they have oh man, Yuki, you got to come to. I'll bring you as my date to the next wedding that I get invited to. I won't invite Liz Shack, and I'll take you. I'm sure that would lead to divorce, but. No, weddings are fun, and the dancing. Okay. What do you think versus a DJ or a live band? What would you rather?
Oh, live band.
Really? You rather a live band? Mm-hmm. I would rather a live band, too. Sometimes.
One wedding, I went to Denver. That was a live band, and we were all dancing. And
yeah.
Even went outside.
Yeah. The conga.
Yeah.
There was this clip online, and I kind of agree with him here. This wedding band was playing "Living on a Prayer" at a wedding. John Bon Jovi was in the audience, wow. And she went up to him and asked him to sing, and you could tell he was pissed off. He didn't want to sing. I agree with him. What the fuck are you doing? Leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
You fucking wedding singer, fucking trash asshole. Forcing me to get up. Why? For your viral video? Fuck you.
Yeah.
But Bon Jovi was, he did the polite thing and got up and sang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Free concert.
Free concert, yeah. Well, okay, so weddings. Let's see. Anything else about the wedding?
The wedding gift?
Yeah.
You're supposed to give something the guest? Or how
like you give people something?
People something, yeah.
I don't know, I guess. I mean, I got like rocks one time. I don't know, they give you like the rock or something, like a bag of rocks. I remember I left one wedding with. I said,
"Oh, you don't have to, right?"
No, I don't think you have. I mean, you get the centerpieces, you feed them. I think the general rule is that if you're going to a wedding, you need to cover the cost of your plate with a gift. So say that each dish is like $100-$200. You got to get a gift that's at least that much, which will cover your plate.
Right. One time I went to this wedding, and then, I wasn't, it's just a wedding, and it wasn't close friend, I was just invited because we were working.
Yeah.
And then just some gift, and then later, I said, "Hey, Sean, I still haven't got the thank you card." and then he goes, "Oh, Yuki, don't worry, I haven't sent anybody card." I said, "What the fuck?"
So you think that's necessary, that you got to send a thank you card to everybody?
Because I gave him a gift.
Yeah, but he thanks you at the wedding. He said, "Thank you for coming." That's a thank you enough.
But I thought that was common sense, send the thank you card.
Yeah, but that's how much you got to spend another $1,000 on thank you cards. You're already fucking tapped out.
But my reaction was the way he said it, like, "Oh, Yuki, don't worry, I haven't sent the card to anybody."
That would be me. I'm not sending nobody a card. If you come to my wedding, you ate the food, you danced the dance, you drank from the ice luge, you had the lesbian circus show.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fucking... what am I thanking you for? I'm the one who provided all the entertainment.
But thanks
why, a gift? What, you gave me a toaster?
Yeah, gift. The thanks for coming, and then thanks for the gift.
Thanks for the toaster?
Yeah.
All right, I guess so. Fine. All right. You convinced me that when the time comes, I'll send out a cocksucking thank you card. That means you got to find all these addresses. You got to put all the stamps on. You got to lick the envelopes.
So, isn't that the common thing? I mean, I thought that was
for humans. I'm not a human. I don't want to do that. I just want to fucking have the party and leave. Can't we just have the party? The memories to thank you. No?
I mean,
are you really going to look at that card and go, "Oh, this is so beautiful," and then put it on your fridge? I mean, you're going to throw it out. As soon as you get that thank you card, it's garbage. You know it. You save your thank you cards. You cherish your thank you cards. I don't think I've ever gotten a thank you card that lasted more than 30 seconds.
Is that the Japanese custom?
No, people do it here. I mean, people have more heart than I do. I just don't.
People do it here, right?
They definitely do it here. Yeah. I mean, you're a son of a bitch if you don't do it. But I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it?
Nah, so it's a waste of time and money and energy. You just say, you actually, you know what? You just gave me an idea. At the wedding, I'm going to say, I just want to get up and say thank you all for coming. That's your thank you card. If you were expecting a thank you card, we'll have another piece of steak. Or you can have another drink on me. But I'm not fucking sending out cards. I'm sorry. Fuck that.
I understand, invitation you send to everybody, right?
Yes. See, yeah, you got to do save the date, then an invitation, then a thank you card. Fuck all that shit.
Okay.
You can have an extra piece of steak, Yuki. Isn't that... Wouldn't you rather an extra piece of steak than a thank you card?
Yeah, I like to eat extra steak. It's better than thank you card.
So all the steak you can eat that day. And
that would be nice, but...
Yeah.
I didn't have extra steak.
No, not at this guy's wedding, but I promise you that if I ever get married and you come to my wedding, I will feed you steak like a king. I will I'll put the steak in your mouth with my fingers. I'll go nuts. But then I'll say, no thank you card at the end.
Okay.
Your thank you card is the all-you-can-eat steak.
Okay, that's the deal, yeah.
That's the deal. Deal! All right, well, that was Weddings. That was Weddings by Yuki and John.
John and Yuki, yeah.
All right, well, we just want to thank everybody for supporting us and listening. And our numbers keep going up on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah, we keep getting our audience. Each time we put out a new podcast, a few more people.
Wow.
And it's growing. Yeah, people are liking it. And we get some comments online and shit. It's crazy.
Goal is still, Potluck and the Central Park.
Right, Potluck at Central Park. We need more patrons for that. But the patrons are still steady. They're holding steady. We haven't lost any in a few months. And we gain 1 or 2 every month. And it's nice. We get this nice little thing. You guys are the reason why we're able to buy lunch every time we see each other, right?
Oh,
yeah, we get those nice chicken wings and Petey's burgers.
That's right.
Yeah, so we thank you guys so much for all that stuff. And I don't know if you have any ideas for a podcast topics. Let us know because we have a whole list, but we'd love to do some audience suggestions.
We can talk about anything. There's nothing we cannot talk about.
There is not a single subject in the world that we can't talk. I mean, we may not talk about the Holocaust if we don't want to go there, right? I mean, we can talk about it, but it would be very uncomfortable.
Or politics.
Or politics. Fuck that. I don't want to get into politics. All art is political. That's the dumbest statement I've ever heard. People think that all art, no matter what it is political. You know how fucking short-sighted that is? The universe doesn't give a cocksucking one squirt of piss for human politics. And tomorrow, if aliens landed here, they would say, well, what do you mean politics? What are you even talking about? Don't you know you could travel the cosmos with your mind? Like you could travel to alternate dimensions in your mind, and politics don't exist. But in this earthly realm, they do.
Right.
So, but if you're making art, all art isn't political because if you just put, what's his name? What's the guy who Andy Warhol? He put the fucking thing up, right? And filmed the Empire State Building for 8 hours.
Right.
What's political about that?
Is that the political?
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. There's no it's just a document of time.
It's called the Empire State Building, right?
Yeah, Empire.
Yeah. I didn't see whole 8 hours, but I saw
who did
5 minutes.
Yeah. But what's the political statement there? There's no political statement. When I fart into a microphone and I make a song called Farts, I'm not being political. I'm just talking about a bodily function.
Or John Cage?
John Cage, 433. What's political about that? It's the fucking non-existent music is political. I mean, get the fuck. Anyway, that was Weddings. Thank you all for coming to the podcast buffet. Talk to you later.
Yuki and John.